What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. That's right, y'all. It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and made some money today. And I hope you're ready to study so we can be prepared to make some money the remainder of this week. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a few things. I'm going to talk to you about what happened in the market today. And it was for sure a wild, wild, wild day. And I'm going to give you guys three plays that I think, given the right market situations, could make us some nice money the remainder of this week and into next week even so. So with that being said, you already know how I go. Veterans of the channel, go down below, like the video, drop a comment. Every time you do, your support helps my channel grow. And for that, I appreciate you guys so, so much. Also, watch this video from beginning to end. When you watch this video from beginning to end, you're going to learn throughout the entire process. And the YouTube algorithm is going to love me. So for that, I love you. And if you're new to the channel, guys, if you're interested in the stock market, I'm your boy. I'm the Options Boss. I'm going to give you the game from A to Z. What you need to do is you need to go down below, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and click all notifications. And when I drop these Get Money Jewels, YouTube is going to make sure you get it first things first, right off the press, so you can put these game plans and strategies right into play the very next day, soon as the market opens. Now, y'all, what a crazy day it was. Today, listen, I have never seen a day like today. I'm not saying it did not happen before, but what I'm saying is I never noticeably seen it right in front of my face. QQQ was down. You guys know that's the NASDAQ, one of the four major indices, was down almost 3% today. Was down almost 3% today midday. And it finished the day green. Wow. That is mind-blowing. I've never seen that. I've seen QQQ be down 1% and finish green. Maybe even, 1.5% and finish green. But when you get over 2% down and you finish green, I don't remember the last time that I've seen that. So that was pretty mind-blowing for me. I so happened to be in a lot of puts at the time. So, well, not a lot of puts, but I so happened to be in several puts at the time. So the flip was definitely not the best news for me, myself. But being an admirer of the market, it was crazy to see that flip happen because it's just not something that happens every day. Usually if you go down 2% on a day, you're going to finish that day some type of red. Even if it's not a full 2% red, it might be 1% red, etc., etc. But you're going to finish that day red. So that was major. I came into this week with a bearish mindset. I didn't really feel too strongly about much in the market as far as being bullish. And I still don't particularly feel bullish. However, you cannot deny what the chart said at the end of the day, which the chart said we are now in a bullish trend, if only for a little bit. QQQ finishing over 380. I think SPY over 4, I want to say 63. Those were key numbers. And what we were looking for out of QQQ specifically, if you want the NASDAQ to be bullish, is to be over 380. That puts them on track to try to take out the next key area, which will be 386. If it could take out 386, then QQQ is right back in a real bullish uptrend, and it has a chance to, take out 400 again from there. However, it definitely needs 386, but a big part of that was getting 380 today, which I didn't think had any chance of happening, given how everything I charted over the course of the weekend looked bearish, and given how bearish the sentiment has been around the market in general. And it was odd because what happened today, a lot of those lows that I projected when we were charting, a lot of those lows came about. But for one reason or another, at a certain point, the bears stopped selling and the bulls started buying and everything flipped. So it was crazy to see, because had you played the levels for a flip, it would have been a major day. Now, I was not playing the levels for a flip. I was playing the levels for continued downside action. So it was what it was for us. However, like I said, if you played the downside for a flip today, if you played that 369 level on spot QQQ for a flip today, you would have had a major, major day, because it flipped, and it flipped so hard. So with that being said, last week I dropped 3 puts for you guys that I thought could be interesting. I actually gave you a bonus play and gave you a 4th put that I thought could be interesting. This week, I'm going to drop a few cards for you guys, given the momentum of today. I'm going to drop a few cards for you guys. And I'm not saying jump into these plays. I'm saying that these are going to be key levels that I'm looking at, and it could possibly make us some money. If you see these levels yourself, you'll know what to do, courtesy of watching this video. So, that being said, guys, we're going to jump into these charts, and we're going to jump into the charts now. All right, guys, so the first play I'm going to give y'all that could possibly make us some money the remainder of this week and into next week is none other than Tesla. Ticker symbol TSLA. Now, let me tell you guys about Tesla. If we go over to the end of the chart, I'll pull that back there. If we go over to the end of the chart, we will see, as I get over, there we go. We will see how this chart finished. And this chart got to the top of its trend line, and it pulled back. And it had this big red candle, and then today we had this guy. Now, this candle right here, this candle from today that I'm looking for, as soon as my mouse decides it wants to move, there we go. Mouse jammed up on me. This candle right here opened today at 1,000. It got as high as 1059.10. It got as low as 980. And it closed today at 1058.12. So it closed very, very, very close to the top for Tesla today. And the thing that I like about this is this candle initially lost the 50-day EMA. If you see that yellow line right there, that is the 50-day EMA. And we lost that. We opened up below it and we gapped down even further. However, Tesla fought back nice and strong, and Tesla was able to reclaim that 50-day EMA. And if you go up, it even took out the 20-day EMA, which is a nice sign. So it has the 50, it has the 20. It's obviously way above the 200 at this point. And now it's looking like it's trying to reverse momentum. So I'm not getting calls on Tesla at open. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this candle right before. And this candle right here opened at 1080.37, got as high as 1080.93, got as low as 1010, and closed at 1026.96. So what I'm doing is I want to get to the high of this candle. If I look at Tesla tomorrow or anytime this week, and I see Tesla trading at 1081 or higher, I will be interested in calls. So, like I said, Tesla finished at that 1058 area. Not jumping directly in unless it opens above that area. However, if it gets to 1081, I'm going to jump in Tesla calls. And if you like that setup and you think that it could be a bullish thing to run us up into 1100, if not higher, then you definitely are more than welcome to follow and get some Tesla calls right there. But I definitely like that setup. Now, I'm also going to show you guys another play that I like the potential setup on. And that play is ticker symbol TTD. Now, guys, if we look at TTD, you will see it had the rising trend line right there. And right as it got to that point where it had to make a decision, one way or another, it broke down. And it broke way down. And losing that trend line, it also lost this secondary trend line right here that started in late November. Now, or should I say early November, excuse me. Now, with that being the case, what we're looking for is we were looking to see if we could gain that back. So you had this day where we did gain it back, but it was a lot of wick and we lost it. You had this day right here where we had a lot of wick again, and we was right there on that trend line. And then finally, we had this candle today, this big bull beauty. This candle opened at 75.64, got as high as 81.28, as low as 73.80, and it closed at $81 even. So it closed towards the top, same as Tesla, and very same as a lot of stocks today, closing towards the top. So when it closed at 81, that put us around, if I could show you guys, that put us around this area right here. And that's a good area to be at for them because it's right above some resistance that they have had over the past few months. Now from here, what I would like to see is I would like to see this thing push up. This is something that I could possibly jump in very early tomorrow if we have a bullish day. Now, if the day is not bullish, I would not jump into too many calls. And when I say if the day is bullish, I'm talking about SPY. I'm talking about QQQ. I'm talking about DIA. I'm talking about IWM. Overall, not all four of those have to be bullish, but overall, I like bullish momentum. And then I'll probably jump into a call on this fairly early in the day tomorrow. And what I will look for is I will look to see if we could break this candle. The high of this candle was 84.48. And if we could break that candle right there, then we definitely have a clear shot to take this up to 90, which is a very, very nice move if you can get TTD moving up towards that 90 area again. So I'm definitely interested in TTD. And the only thing I need right here is for us to be bullish. If we're bullish tomorrow, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be in a TTD call. And guys, I also want to show you another play. And that play that I want to show you guys is ticker symbol CVX. That's right, guys, Chevron. Now, when you look at Chevron, unlike a lot of the other stocks that's been breaking down lately, they actually broke up out of their trend line. And when they broke up out, you had the weak candle here, you had a doji right here, you had a strong bull candle right here, and then you had another doji right here. Now, this doji right here opened at 125.15. It got as high as 125.69. It got as low as 123.86. And it closed at 125.11. So this candle didn't move much, obviously. Hence the name, hence why it's a doji. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this to hold 125. If this holds 125, I feel like if we are bullish and this holds 125, we're going to continue to make a push, possibly even towards 130. And that will be a nice little ride that I like to be a part of. This is not to say we'll hit 130 in one day. This is not to say we'll hit 130 in 2 days. But it's definitely something that I could see. We just need to hold that 125 area, not lose that. And we need to have a bullish day. And if we have those things, then this thing could definitely take off on us and run up and make us some money. And of course, guys, we want to make money. So that being said, guys, I also have a video from last week where I dropped 3 puts, technically 4 puts. I want you guys to check out that video and then pull up the charts on FinViz to see how those stocks did, to see how I did last week with my calls that I gave you guys. But guys, you can always be a boss with the options boss. You already know. I'm a holla when I holla.